Game On, written by Mike McLeod, read by Mike McLeod. Prologue, Sunday, 12:30 p.m. A tirade of random profanities, nonsensical and non-stop, echoes throughout the house. It sounds like a Tourette sufferer experiencing their worst day ever. The sound of breaking, like the breaking of bones in an old B-movie. Ah, fuck! No, 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 no! A door slams unnecessarily loudly. Heavy footfalls stamping down the staircase. I need to go into town for another controller. Do you want to come? Says he. Have you broken another one? We can't afford for you to keep doing this. It has to stop, says she. It's not my fault, says he. The fucking game's fucking cheap and it pisses me off. They do it on purpose just to fuck the end user and make you feel all shitty and worthless. And it's not my fault that the controllers aren't strong enough. It's the fucking game. It does it to me on purpose and it makes me angry. And before you know it, I've got half a controller in each hand. It's not my fucking fault. But she had heard it all before. So many times. She didn't even listen anymore. For God's sake, she says, you're 42, not 14. When are you going to grow up? I've put up with this shit for over 5 years now, and you have cost us a small fortune in controllers and consoles. You even smashed £1,000 worth of telly last year. When does it end? He looks blankly at her. What? He says, not comprehending anything she has said. Her face softens. She's close to tears. I love you, she says. I really do, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. But I can't live like this. It has to stop. She's crying openly now, but it has no effect on him. He just stands there, staring sullenly in her direction. So are you coming to town or not? He says. She looks at him through tear-filled eyes. It's like looking at a stranger. She doesn't understand how they got to this point, but she knows she's not happy anymore. She has had enough. If you leave this house before we sort this out, I won't be here when you get back, she hissed at him. You'll never see me again, she adds in a low whisper. Fine, he yells. In fact, I'll go you one better. If you are still here when I get back, I'll pack you up and fuck you off myself. She looks stunned. What? She says. What? He says. Fucking what? Are you hard of hearing? Do I fucking stutter? Get out. Leave. Fuck off. I don't need you. I don't want you here anymore. You don't get it. You don't care. Now just fuck off. He slams the door behind him and heads off on foot towards his beloved gaming shops. After less than a minute, he's already feeling calmer, happier in the knowledge that he would soon have his new controller and be back in front of his screen, back in his own private little world where he is the man. She would still be there but she would say nothing. They had been here many times now, and he knew how it played out. In a few days he'd buy her some cheap flowers, and he would say he was sorry for his outburst. She would forgive him on the condition that he sought professional help for his rage problem. He would promise to make an appointment tomorrow, on the understanding that they had sex, now, before she cooked dinner. And everything would be normal for another week, until the weekend, where she doesn't go to work. Then it would start all again. New controller in hand, he browses the pre-owned game section. Games that other people don't want or can't play. These people aren't gamers, they're pretenders. Real gamers never sell a game or a console. He knew this to be true. He still had every game and console he had ever owned. So many that he had taken over 2 rooms in the house just to store it all. It was like a gamer's museum spanning over 30 years of gaming technology and evolution. He sees a game in the pre-owned box. He cannot believe his eyes or his luck. Total War, Modern Weapons. When it was released, it was tagged as the most true-to-life first-person shooter ever. 10 out of 10. This game had been banned worldwide within 24 hours of its release due to its intensely realistic and graphic violence. He had tried everything in his power to procure a copy of this game, to no avail. He had even tried contacting the makers directly, requesting a copy at any cost. But they had informed him that due to legal restraints, they could not supply the game to anybody in any country. Yet here it was, priced at £9.99. He paid for it and the new controller and left the shop smiling. He got back home to find she was not there, but this was no cause for concern. She would return later, of this he was certain. He went upstairs to his games room with an air of excitement. Finally, he said out loud, a game that won't fuck me over. True to life, it says. Finally, a game worthy of my time. Some 6 hours later, he ventured down to the kitchen in search of food. He hadn't heard her come in yet, but equally he wasn't watching the clock. The game had not lived up to his expectations, and his temper was fraying fast. Then he found the note on the table. Dear John, today was the final straw. I have loved you for over 5 years, but your mental state due to all these stupid games has broken us beyond repair. I have transferred half of our joint savings to your account and half to my own. I will arrange to collect my stuff on a day when you are not there. I'm sorry it has come to this, but I won't see you like this, so I won't see you at all. Goodbye, Maggie. He just sat there, reading and rereading. He took the note upstairs and showed it to the TV screen. Have you seen this? He growled. The freeze frame of a battlefield on pause stared back at him silently, mockingly. A warning flashed up on the screen telling him that the battery in Controller 1 was low. The rage was building within him. He stamped the heel of his boot down hard on the new controller. Again, it sounded like bones breaking. How about now? He screamed. Have you fucking seen this? The silent screen now displayed a new message. A controller has been disconnected. Please reconnect Controller 1 to continue. He snatched up the console and smashed it into the screen over and over, all of the time screaming, You did this! You fucking did this to me! You cunting motherfuckers! You fucking did this to me! I'll kill all of you fucking cunts! Every last one of you cunts! You will all pay! You fucking fucked my life! I'm gonna fuck all of you, you'll see! You're all gonna pay! Silence now. The only sound is his breathing, ragged from the fury of his rage. His gaze falls on the TV set, blank now with the console embedded through the screen. But there is no emotion in his eyes. His gaze moves to the cause of all his pain. The most true to life, he says out loud. 10 out of 10. Something in his mind went snap. And what little light was left in his eyes went out. The merest hint of a smile played across his mouth. I'll show you true to life, he muttered. An idea was forming in a very broken mind. Game on.